Reddick winds and fires his 0-2 offering again. A swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll end things here in the top half of the 4th. 6th strikeout of the day for the Lehigh starter, Luke Reddick. Joe Gorla, another one of these 5th years on this Lehigh roster, as he sends this into center field and drops just in front of the center fielder, Burge, for a 1-out base hit. So 3rd hit of the day for the Mountain Hawks, and you'll see it on your screen right here. A good piece of hitting from 5th year Joe Gorla. Leonard's part of Reddick's 6 strikeout victims on the day. Strikeout number 7 for the left-hander Luke Reddick, and that's now 3 straight games for Lehigh starting pitchers where they've managed to get at least 7 strikeouts. 2 of them actually being from the left hand of Luke Reddick. So Reddick looking to match Najir Glenn in strikeout totals from the Tuesday contest this past week. And he does 8 Ks on the day now for Luke Reddick. In the earlier stages of this game, he did have a good pace about him out on the mound. Now there's a swing and a shot back up the right side. Gets through the hole, and chugging for 3rd, sliding in safely, is Sweeney. So a good 1-out single from Don Patrizzi moves the runner from 1st to 3rd, and now runners on the corners. 1-2 from Reddick. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 9 Ks on the day for Luke Reddick. Ben Christian on for his 2nd inning of work in relief of starter Alex Bouchard. Final line on him, 3 1/3 innings pitched, 2 runs, one of them being earned to Bouchard's credit. Surrendered the 5 hits, 2 walks, struck out 3. One of those strikeouts looking. So the final line score, again, for Bouchard, 3 1/3, 3 strikeouts, 5 hits, 2 runs, one of them earned. And we'll move to the top half of the 5th with Eduardo Diaz leading things off for the midshipman as he stares at a strike on the outside, 0-1. Diaz, Smith, and Keller, 2, 3, and 4 due up in this away half of the 5th. As Christian toes the rubber, gets set. And the 0-1 from the right-hander. Outside evens the count at 1. Diaz coming into this at-bat, a .292 hitter. Featured in Game 1 of this Saturday doubleheader. Was a bit of a non-factor in that effort. 1 for 2. Part of 2 hits in that contest for Navy. Of course, Navy dropping that game 1-0. That lone run being a solo shot off the bat of Joe Gorla in the 2nd. Meanwhile, in this contest, Ben Christian up 1-2 in the count to Diaz, and Diaz a weak foul ball. And we'll retry it 1-2. The 1-2 again from the right-hander Christian, just outside. Diaz thought about offering at it, but smartly held back, and it's even at 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. First strikeout of the day for the right-hander, Ben Christian. And that's how we get out number 1 in this top half of the 5th. So it brings up the catcher, Alex Smith. Smith 1 for 1 on the day. Good breaking pitch for strike number 1 to Alex Smith. Smith drove in a run in the earlier stages of this contest, part of a 5-hit, 2-run day so far for the midshipmen. Another big swing and a miss, 0-2. Still nothing doing for the Lehigh side of things. 3 hits to their credit, though. But it's Ben Christian working on the mound and ahead in the count, 0-2 to Alex Smith. Kicks and delivers the 0-2 just off the plate. Good waist pitch from the righty. Ben Christian, the right-hander, out of Audubon, Pennsylvania. 1-2. Skied into the air, out and left, backing up Sweeney to the warning track to the wall, and it is gone. Solo home run for the catcher, Alex Smith. Now driven in his 2nd run of the day, makes it a 3-0 ball game. Couldn't really tell off the bat. Thought it might have been just another routine fly out to left field, but fortunately that carry out and left as that wind now starting to pick up again. So fortunately for the midshipmen, another run put up in this inning, and it's 3-0 as Christian wants to go over things.
It's not a gusty wind, but there is enough of that out there. Good piece of hitting there and just extending that lead to 3-0. It's runs have been hard to come by all day, and Lehigh winning that first game 1-0.
1-0 from Christian quickly turns to 2-0. Corner outfielders playing somewhat deep, about 5 feet off the warning track. The center fielder, Whitlinger, slightly shaded in more from them towards the middle of the infield, but Sweeney under this pop-up and able to get that for out number 2.
But even that one went a lot further than I would have expected off the bat. It was a really high ball. You know, he levels that out. That's towards the tennis courts here at Lehigh. You take a look again, just came off the bat a little bit high, but continuing to push Sweeney back. And just a step off the track, that was almost back-to-back.
It'll turn things over to Colin Smith and a good breaking pitch, but not good enough for a strike. It's 1-0. It'll turn things over to Colin Smith. Smith 0 for 2 on the day. Playing out in right today for the midshipmen in game number 2. Another good breaking pitch, but well upstairs, 2-0.
He had a heck of a catch to close out the bottom of the 4th. A run-saving grab that at the time would have made it 2-1 with an extra runner in scoring position then.
Christian's 2-0. 3-0. Christian has allowed a free bag today.
First batter he faced before a huge 6-4-3 double play.
Taken in there for a strike. It's 3-1. Smith was taking that pitch all the way. We'll see what either side does on 3-1 with 2 down in this top half of the 5th. It's grounded to Parrish at third. Parrish up with it. Throws on to Gorla, and the inning is done. But the midshipmen do strike once more, and they extend this to a 3-run lead here as we move to the bottom half of the 5th. You're watching today's contest on the Patriot League on ESPN. Follow the Patriot League on ESPN on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter at Patriot League TV for student-athlete features and great weekly content like top 3 plays of the week. Well, I think it's safe to say, Matt, we've certainly seen some top 3 plays of the week in the outfield today. In Game 1, Jake Whitlinger making a nice diving grab, and then in Game 2, the Navy center fielder Birch making a even better grab, I think, out in center, and then Colin Smith couple innings ago, making an inning-ending grab out in right. But here's Justin Butler swinging and getting a healthy crack out of this one. That is gone. Solo shot for Justin Butler to lead off this bottom half of the 5th. Butler with a rocket out to left, and that ball with another bit of carry just under the scoreboard out in left, giving the left fielder Araba a little fit.
7th home run for Butler. Take a look again. This line drive, that one not wind aided to say the least. That one was a shot off the bat, and Butler knew it right away.
So Lehigh gets on the board. It's now 3-1. And they do have some life. Here's Tyler Young now. Young in the 8th spot in this Lehigh lineup in Game 2. Batting in the 2-hole in Game 1 earlier today. Went 0 for 3. And now currently batting number 8 and has gone 0 for 1 today. Pops it foul. And the first baseman Keller able to make the grab for out number 2. So Young now 0 for 2 on the day. It brings up Don Patrizzi.
Keller did a nice job there. It was going to the fence. I think it just stayed in, and we were shielded a little bit by the visiting dugout, but a great grab.
Good pitch from Golden to start off Patrizzi's second at-bat of the day. Behind in the count 0-1. Now even at 1 apiece after that ball off the plate. The second baseman for the Mountain Hawks in Game 2 comes into this at-bat a .222 hitter.
Starting to get that outside corner a little bit more in this inning.
Golden's 1-2. Well off the plate, 2-2.
Not going to get that one.
Yeah, he didn't really get that outside corner in the earlier stages of this contest, as home plate umpire Kyle Buño didn't really give in to his wishes.
Although with all the pellets on home plate, I don't know how he sees it anyway. Sweep that up.
Definitely due for a cleaning. 2-2 now to Patrizzi. Just high, and the count runs full.
Yeah, I think that one might have gotten the outside corner, but just a little high of the strike zone.
So Golden trying to work quickly. The payoff pitch to Patrizzi well inside, and Patrizzi doesn't like it. So Patrizzi on board with a 1-out walk. Second walk issued from Golden. That'll flip the lineup over to Jake Whitlinger. Whitlinger 1 for 2 on the day.
A lot of game left here in Bethlehem.
Whitlinger part of 4 hits on the day for the Mountain Hawks. A healthy secondary lead over at first is Patrizzi. Keller's holding him on, but well, now a throwback and nothing doing from the Lehigh second baseman. But that initial secondary lead, he was about maybe 12, 13 feet off the bag. Now here's a dribbler up the middle, stepping on the bag for 1, able to throw on to first and retire the side on that 6-3 double play. So Lehigh does strand a runner, but they do get 1 run across. They cut this lead to 2. It's now a 3-1 ball game heading into the 6th. You're watching the Patriot League on ESPN.